My girl, no 60s cut. She let me drive 6-speed with the top down. She like all my shit, she like all my shit, cause I got a little pop sound. We on the island, so keep it down low on your phone on silent. Lately I'm wildin', so don't hit me with shit like you need a reminder. Lately I'm vibing, this is a feeling that never could die.
Hey everybody, it's your girl, it's Jade though, and I'm back with another video. I'm so sorry this video is long overdue. This will be my Greenleaf recap, season 2, episode 4, and it's called Revival. Again, I'm so sorry. Literally, episode 5 comes out tomorrow, but I'm still under the weather, so I'm so sorry this video is long overdue. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the episode starts off with, it's so dramatic, like with all the maids and everybody singing because they're having like a little pre-game party before the revival. So Lady Mae is just standing there while, you know, they're cleaning up, and one of the maids asks her, you know, if these are the right flowers that she wanted. Then here comes Pastor Greenleaf coming in all happy-go-lucky, singing and doing all this extra stuff, and he's about to go pick up his pastor friend Lionel from the excuse me, from the airport. So then the next scene is Sophia walks in and she's on the phone with Zora, and she's just like, what am I supposed to do without you? You know, poor Sophia. She has such a good heart and a good soul. And Zora, she need to be on punishment after being hot, you know, being, anyway. She on the phone with her and she's just like, well, you know, we're Team Triumph now, so we can't come to the revival. And then, Gigi gets her reacquainted with her pastor friend Rebecca, and so they like hug it out, and you know it's a cute little scene, you know, between mother and daughter or whatever. So after that, Charity is all smiles on the phone with Jabari. Now I personally think, you know, they got feelings for each other. Like, it's pretty evident. Like, he don't really care that she married. I think he knows that they're having problems and he's playing on it, and she's just letting him, child. Because at the end of the day, you're still married. And Kevin walks in and he's just like, so when we gonna get back down to business? And she's like, oh, well, I didn't know you want to. And he's like, duh, of course I want to. So she's like, okay, we'll do it tonight. And I'm just like, oh my God, he ready. I like Webby. So then after that, Pastor Greenleaf picks up Lionel and he notices Jacob on the billboard. He's like, you know, is that Jacob? And it showed for like the church Triumph or whatever. And he's like, yeah, that's Jacob. You know, just a little side eye or whatever. And that is definitely something between Lady Mae and Lionel. Like, it just makes me think, like, okay, did she used to date Lionel before she met James? Like, what's the tea? Because they just stood there looking at each other for a second before they acted all fake, hugging like, oh, it's so good to see you, blah, 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 blah. You know, just being real fake. And, yeah, I'm just like, what's tea, sis? Like, girl, your man friend? These hoes ain't loyal, even in church, Lord Jesus. So after that, let's see. Then he basically told her that, you know, he ain't come here to start no trouble, yada yada yada. And then poor James, you know, trying to enjoy his party. He clearly didn't take his medicine because he's over there passing the glass, you know, trembling like that. And she's just like, you know, you need to take care of yourself. And he's just like, you know, the medicine makes me sick, that's why I ain't take it. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, you need to go to the doctor tomorrow. So he finally agrees to go. And then Kevin, old freak ass, come up in there ready like Webby with just his drawers on. You know, she just sitting there trying to get undressed, and he ready. Like, for real. It's cracking me up, and she's just like, it just feels forced. I don't think it should be playing. Excuse me. She's like, this feels a little forced. I don't think it should be playing. I just think it should be natural. Okay, so yeah, Kevin comes in there ready like Webby, and Charity's just like, you know, I'm not ready for this. It should be natural, you know. I just feel like it's too planned, like it's not organic. So she's like, is it okay if we don't do it tonight? And he's like, okay, so, you know, he gonna put his clothes back on, basically. So after that, the revival is starting, and Lionel offers to, you know, have his son come up and check things out to make sure that Triumph is actually able to get their church up, because you know, they're trying to prolong that from happening. So he's like, you know, he could slow down the process, blah blah blah. And then, you know, Lady Mae just kind of is like, okay. So I'm just like, what is the tea? So in my twisted mind, I'm just like, okay, his son Aaron is her son that she had before she was with James. It's gonna come out that, you know, that's a secret love baby. You know, that's just what I'm thinking. Like, I'm crazy, y'all. So I don't know if that's really the truth, but that's just what I'm thinking. So after that, let's see. Charity and Jabari are like flirting on stage. It just looks so natural. Their chemistry, Kevin is definitely noticing, and he's really getting upset. And then he questions her, like, you know, do y'all got something going on? And she's like, no, we ain't got nothing going on. And he's just like, yeah, okay. So after that, so Grace's obsession with Mac is a little weird. Like, I definitely understand, like, she just wants justice for all the girls that he hurt, including her sister, and I get that. But stalking him and following and watching him, like, that is so creepy. Like, girl, that's creepy. So basically, he had a date with this woman. They were coming out of his apartment, and he kissed her goodnight, and she got in her car. Grace takes it upon herself to run up to the girl car. She's just like, do you know what he does? Like, he's a child molester. Like, don't mess with him. And so he's just like, hey, I'm trying to move on. Like, why don't you just leave me alone? And she was like, I'll never do that. And he's just like, you know, when you call yourself a Christian. And as much as I hate Mac, like, he had a point. Like, you're supposed to be a Christian, and you over here stalking me. Like, you beating up the car. I mean, he deserves it, but it's just like really creepy. Like, her obsession is kind of out there. But I mean, I get the bigger picture. It's just like how she's going about it is like really creepy. She's supposed to be discreet, honey. So then after that, Kevin apologizes to Charity about accusing her of having something with Jabari. Pastor Rebecca and Gigi are just catching up on old times because they're childhood friends. And she tells Grace that, you know, you're pretty much the reason why I wanted to go to Bible school. After that, Lady Mae pulls Lionel to the side to make sure, you know, funny business. And I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, is Lionel in love with Lady Mae? Like, excuse me. Did they have something? Like, I'm just, all these questions, like the wheels in my head are just turning. So after that, Mac makes a complaint against Gigi. He doesn't press any charges, but he just lets the police know, like, hey, she get on my nerves. Y'all need to watch her. And so, he ain't, like I said, he ain't pressed charges or nothing, but he just wants to let it be known, like, you can be touched. And so that's what I'm saying, like, she need to fall back on some of the tactics that she doing. After that, they bring out Mary Mary during the revival to perform. And I love me some Mary Mary, but it kind of reminds me of my church, Mount Zion. Like, I can't count on how many times Kirk Franklin had been at our church singing. And, well, his choir was singing and he was preaching. And that little man couldn't talk for a long time. I get his messages, but he could talk. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. It just reminded me of my church. How my pastor would get, you know, really big people to come and perform or come talk at the church. And then Jacob's watching the revival, but his wife shuts that down real quick. He's just like, I don't know why I'm watching it. She's like, me neither. Boop, close the laptop. I'm just like, oh, okay, Baldy. And then let's see, Aaron and Lionel have dinner with Lady Mae and James about the conjunction that they're going to file because of where they're building Triumph. It's like a flood zone, and what's it called? Calvary is kind of on the same plane, but it was built before the regulation law had changed. So they're like, okay, we could throw them off for about 28 days because of the law to make sure that they're doing everything they're supposed to do. So after that, here comes Kevin again, ready like Webby, trying to fill up on Charity. You know, he's just like, what you listening to? She in the bed listening to her song that Jabari finished, and he's like, oh, I know it's gonna be good. And he just goes in for the kill, starts kissing her, and she's just like, nope, I can't do this. I can't pretend like everything's all gravy, and it ain't. Like, this still doesn't feel natural. It's over. Boom, this is dead. It's done. Finito. Relationship over. Basically is what she told him. I'm just like, but I mean, can you blame her? Like, what would you do if your husband told you that he has feelings towards men? That's gonna always be in your mind. Even though you know that he loves you and he may be attracted to you, you're gonna think that he's thinking about a dude. Like, that's just how we think as women. Like, you're gonna automatically think that he's talking about a dude. So I get where she's coming from. And I feel like James is on to Lionel and Lady May. Like, he can feel that something isn't right with his wife. Like, if you've been with somebody for so long, you feel what they feel. So I feel like he's just like, I feel like that's how he is. Then Sophia is watching home videos of her mom and their group called Mystique when they were younger, and she was just saying how good they were. After that, Kevin asked Charity when they're gonna tell everybody, and it was kind of emotional because you just see two people that love each other, but it's just like, I understand that it's just some things you just can't get past, and you could do all the praying in the world and y'all could be good, but at the end of the day, in the back of her mind, she's only gonna think about you liking men. That's the only thing she gonna think about. So she was like, you know, we'll just we'll tell them when we're ready. We'll figure it out. So Sophia is at the revival and she's like, I want to get baptized. So she gets baptized and she's just like, you know, Gigi asks her how it feels after, and she's just like, infinite. Like, it just feels so amazing to just give myself to God. And, well, she didn't say all that, but pretty much that's what she meant. And that's amazing. Like, I like how they're putting on, like, it doesn't matter what age you are. Like, getting baptized ain't just for old people or, you know, adults. Like, you know, children and teenagers. Like, we can all be saved by the Lord, you know. So after that, Aaron comes up with the idea that he's gonna stay, and he's gonna stay there to help with the Triumph situation, and he can work remotely with his other clients in Nashville. So Lady May's like, okay, he can stay with us. Cause here go James. Oh, well, Jacob's old room is available. I'm like, oh my God. So again, it just got me thinking, like, okay, is there something going on? Like, what is tea, sis? I need to know. Cause she looking at Lionel like, and he's just like, And I'm just like, oh, I can't wait for next week. I can't wait for the season to unravel. But the last scene, Gigi calls a detective for a solution, and I'm assuming she's talking about the Mac problem. So I guess I'll just have to continue watching the season to see how this I'll have to continue watching the season to see how everything unfolds. So I'm kind of happy that I watched this today and the new episode comes on tomorrow. But I have a few engagements on Thursday, so I won't be able to record and post it then. But I will definitely post this Friday around the afternoon, so I won't be behind on these recaps anymore. And I do want to thank you all for watching, and for my old and new Jadies, make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you all, no matter where you came from. I just love you all so much, and thank you so much for supporting me and stopping by. Make sure you leave a comment, let me know what you guys think, so we can chop it up down below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Hey, nice to meet. Hey, who you be? Got the peace in Southeast. Got a clap